Hi, I'm Bryan. I'm your studio manager. And usually, when I get here, the first thing I do is fix up the mess from the night before. But today, I want to start off with a fit check. Just make sure I look proper and decent. So usually, I start with this room. Check on what happened the session last night. Uh-oh, somebody left the mic on. I think it's Vince. The usual suspects for people leaving this is either Paco or Fern. And it's very surprising that Vince left it because he's usually known as the most OC person in the company. What happened here? Fix up the studio. Shout out AKG guys. Best mic. My favorite mic ever. Gonna turn the air conditioning on. Piece of advice guys, if you're coming to our studio, always bring a jacket because it gets obnoxiously cold in here. Get these wires out of the way. Usually what people do not see about the studio is that it gets really messy. I'm not gonna name names. Me and Vince were the last two people here last night, so it's not as bad as it usually is. And I think Roan, our finance officer, came early today. It's good. Aircon on. I think we're good for this room for now. Okay, next up is the live room. Shouldn't be that messy because there wasn't really a big session here yesterday. Turn on the lights. A little background about our 3 rooms. We technically have 3 studios. However, due to lack of foresight, I think we did not expect the vocal booth to be unoperational for vocal recording because of the air conditioning, you know. Mics are very sensitive, so they hear the loud noise coming from the aircon. So now it's just our stock room. But we're finding a way to make it functional once again. Maybe I can put this in the stock room. We usually do rehearsals here. We have a drum set that you can have set up if you rent the room. So if you guys ever need some rehearsal space, hit us up in IG or hit me up personally. I'll give you a 5 peso discount. Okay. Wow. I have really bad cable management today. Now, let's put this all in the vocal booth, or aka our stock room. This guitar rack's actually supposed to be in the live room, but there's gonna be a session there today, so I keep this out for the meantime. So here's our vocal booth, our stock room / vocal booth. This is the aircon I was talking about. So if you have the mic directly underneath it, you know, you'll hear the Whose clothes are these? Just a little bit insider for everyone. A lot of your favorite artists come here to record because Al James, Oside Mafia, I think Gaspari and Sika were here one time. They were all brought by Fern, so shoutouts Fern. Thank you for always holding it down for us. And now for the last room to check on, conference room. Where's the lights off here? Hi guys, this is Roan. She's our finance officer. So today's a very special day because we are finally cleaning our graffiti window. The graffiti in the window has been here for like what? 3 years? 4 years since the beginning of Doppla? Hindi pa ata kami Doppla nun, kindred pa kami nun. For now, I'll just keep it up just to see what I'm in for today. I'm gonna get started on that in a bit. First, I gotta take a nap. I'm just kidding. So, once I'm done with the rooms, I make sure that all of our refillables are refilled, obviously. So that means our tissue, our alcohol, and our water dispenser. This is our pantry, very humble pantry, and our overly stocked tissue supply. One thing that I've always wondered as a studio manager, I don't understand why we consume so much tissue on a daily basis. I don't get it. Like, we're not a restaurant, we're not a hotel, but most of our waste is just tissue. Shoutouts Fern, probably Fern. Blame it all on Fern. One pack of tissue per room. One for you, control room. One for you, live room. Put it here. And of course, oh wait, we still have tissue here, never mind. One for the conference room. Here. Now gotta check on the water dispenser. Okay, I think we're good. Open up our little spaceship right here. Okay, so for those wondering what interface we use for this room, we use my personal favorite, the Apollo X8P. I mean, you guys know UA. Shoutouts Universal Audio. Probably one of my favorite interfaces to work with. For speakers, we got Adam Audio. Now let's turn it on. Make sure the speakers are working. People always ask me, like, what's the hardest part about being a studio manager? I think for me, it's mostly a lot that has to do with like the space and the building itself. There's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna break, or it's gonna leak, or you know, electricity problems. And a lot of that I can't control, but a lot of that I'll be reprimanded for, which is natural since I'm liable. I do manage the studio, I do manage the space. So I think my piece of advice, if you want to be studio manager, you gotta learn how to handle stress, because it doesn't stop. Things break on a daily. It's fun, but my favorite part, or I would say the best part about my position, is that since I'm here like all the time, every day, I'm usually the first in or the last one out. I get a lot of opportunities to work with a lot of people because Fern brings a lot of really high profile artists to the studio, and a lot of them I personally work with, and I wouldn't have that opportunity if I wasn't the studio manager. So now what I'm doing, I am making sure that the interface will properly connect to my laptop and everything will sound smoothly. Okay. So it works. Now I gotta test the headphones. Got it over here. We got our M50 Audio Technica. Everyone's favorite daily headphones. Also, piece of advice for people running studios. Always keep your headphone adapters safe, because I don't know, man. We always lose this. We go through like 50 of these in a month. It's like a pen. If you drop it, it's gone forever. Yep, it's working perfectly. So I guess it's time to clean the window. So right now, we're about to clean our graffiti window. We have to clean it and say goodbye because it's getting really, really gross. So say bye-bye, guys. Let's see if this will do its job. Oh, not bad. Oh, this is so satisfying. It's like those ASMR videos. Man, that's dirty. Probably the most iconic part of the window. I think the whole boy band when Kindred was still a thing, and all people involved are here. See, Jorge's here, Fern's here. I don't know who that was. Byron's here, Marco's here, Jaime's here, Vince is here. The entire cast is here. But you know, fun fact, I've been friends with Fern for 6 years now, and I've been working with Doppla for a year and 2 months. And I've been to the studio many times since its inception, but not once did I ever have anything written in this window. But this time, my name's gonna be the first one there. 100%. May stunts pa ako eh. Uh-oh. Permanent marker. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whew! I'm tired. Ganun pala para mawala yung stain. I have to use the other end. It's pretty much a chill day. Only furnace a session tonight at like 6 p.m. So, we get time to rest. Okay guys, it's dinner time. We take a break from a very long day because we still have a session at 8 p.m. Actually, it's supposed to be now, but friends, very late. So, we'll enjoy dinner. Guys, this is Ango. It's one of our executive producers. Do you have a stage name?
Ango.
That's it?
Ango.
Oh yeah, I'll ask you, Ango. What are your thoughts on AI, you being used in music? Don't hire him as your producer.
Call me.
Paco! Hi guys, this is Paco. Whenever you're around him, please be careful. I'm just kidding. Allergy sa lamig? You guys hear that? That's the first time I ever heard. Allergic ka sa lamig? Allergic sa lamig.
Allergic ako sa mga di kayang sumayaw.
Allergic ka sa sarili mo.
Sayo ko nga.
Sayo ka nga. I'll let your body
Sa
decide.
Doppla content, subscribe now.
Follow for more. So, if you guys hear the noise from outside, all the jeeps and the cars, that's actually where Doppla comes from. Like our name, Doppla. It's inspired by the Doppler effect. You guys know that. If hindi nyo alam, just kidding, just search it up if hindi nyo alam kung ano yung Doppler effect. Jaime? I think Jaime thought of the name. And we were formerly known as Kinrid Music Productions. But everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Paco, pwede ba kita interviewin saglit para sa vlog natin? Seryosong tanong to. Ba't ka ganyan? Machi kayo ni Ango, black on red.
What?
Machi kayo. Yun na lang mask, Jabawakis na kayong dalawa. Sige nga, Jabawakis nga. I'm holding on your rope, got me 10 feet off the ground. As I was saying earlier this morning, a lot of people from the industry go here daily. Costa Cashman, Burger, the whole O-side actually. Did you initiate night mode na? Initiating night mode. Pa-night mode naman.
Night mode na.
Parang night mode na? Oh yeah.
Hindi pa, naka-open pa yung ilaw dun sa...
Later, so we can show the vlog. Night mode. I'm done with dinner and I might set up for in session. Gotta wash your hands, guys. Here at Doppla Audio, we sing happy birthday twice. Happy birthday. No, okay, so now, after 6 p.m., we have this thing called night mode because for the past 2 months, we have been paying very high electricity bill. So we just turn these off. Oops, sorry. And keep the sign on. And then open our mirror lights, which aren't that effective. Maybe I need to get this changed. Okay, where's Paco? I can call Paco. Paco, TikTok time! Paco, it's TikTok time.
TikTok?
Guys, Paco nga pala, allergic sa malamig. Pag uminom siya ng ice, hindi siya makahinga. So pag uminom ka ng ice, hindi ka...
Di ba yun?
Hindi, pareho yun, malamig yung ice eh. Kailangan maangas tayo. Saan ka? So wait lang, hit siya. Hit! Skirt! Hit! Hit!
Wala ka nga, di na may sound.
Sarap, no? So that concludes our day at Doppla Studios. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys come here if you want to work on music. If you're a solo artist, independent artist, we're here to help. We'll give you space, we'll give you advice. You can rent our studio. And even for big artists, of course, you guys know us. You know Fern, you know Jorge, big names in the industry. So make sure to book your reservations at Doppla Audio Instagram. So we're about to close up the studio, pretty much done here, cleaning up. Just have to turn on these lights. Excuse the cable management. Turn off this light. Please make sure you keep your studios clean, guys. Check this room. Close the lights. Damn. Close the pantry lights. We gotta do it fast because the Mumu is coming. That's it. Studio officially closed. Bye, guys. I'll see you next time.